Hi there. So for my project, it was focused on human resources and how are they going to maintain engagement with their employees if they're operating in a hybrid workforce. So this is going to be a very important project for corporate America to understand because HR is a heartbeat for a company. They are going to be the ones that know how to ensure that the company is remaining compliant, making sure that they have all the tools and resources put in place for their employees to be successful, along with the company itself. So making sure that you know where to turn for those resources, what to be looking into is very crucial into forming your own company's objectives, their mission, their vision statement, especially something that is adapting to this new workforce. So, what I've done is become part of different organizations, different groups within LinkedIn that I have access to. And what I've been doing is trying to build up my own network. And in doing so, I've had the opportunity of speaking with some of these professionals in the field and seeing what has worked for them, what hasn't worked for them, because this is all still a trial and error. Some companies have already operated with a hybrid workforce, and for some, this is a new waters that we're stepping into. So, kind of understanding how companies have addressed this, how have they implement any sort of changes, and also understanding how the employees are feeling as well, because they're going to be the ones that are helping dictate the implementation, the change, and how effective it actually is. I found that for some challenges, some of the incentive programs have been a little redundant, and along with some of the information that was provided. So it was kind of when I found that certain either articles or certain organizations were kind of giving me the same information, I needed to kind of step out of the box. And that's where I utilized my mentor as well, kind of bouncing ideas off of her, understanding, am I on the right track of my way of thinking? And I was able to really pick apart her brain, which was very beneficial for myself. And my action research project, it didn't really change my mind. If anything, by performing this type of research, it has opened my eyes of seeing a new light of the industry. Some people may think human resources is very black and white. You can, you know what you can and cannot do, which in some degree that is true. However, there's still room to add a little bit of color within the department. So it's up to the human resources department to kind of know what's the culture. They're the ones that are ultimately building the culture of the company by implementing different events or different compliance rules, different engagement surveys, different ways to keep a pulse on the workforce. There's so many different ways, and it gives the human resources department an opportunity to become creative, to find those new ways, to try and be innovative, and seeing, okay, well, if company A did this and company B did something different, is there a way that I can almost mesh those two ideas together and have my department become stronger than ever along with my workforce? So the best part about almost the pandemic forcing some companies to go into this hybrid workforce is it sped up where the workforce was going. A lot of professionals weren't anticipating companies to become hybrid or almost completely remote for another 10 years, but because, like I said, of the pandemic, that sped things up, and now we're here. So now it's up to the industry to gather the analytics, the data that was collected throughout the time of quarantine to see what's been working, what's not working. Now that we're transitioning and trying to go into our new normal, how are we going to maintain this, if not exceed expectations? So there's new information that is consistently coming out on a weekly basis, that SHRM's collecting, business owners are collecting, different industries are collecting. So this topic is nothing but scratching the surface. There's still so much more information that can be gathered, that probably will be gathered, and it's just a way for a company to grow stronger. So it's very important for human resources professionals to stay on top of this, because this isn't going anywhere. There's highly doubt companies are going to remain in maybe a complete having everybody come into the office at all times. Many businesses are finding that this is a better solution, and some employees are responding very well to being productive by working at home. So it's like, how are we going to make sure that our company, that our workforce is being productive, and that we're keeping up with the times? And if this is the trend that everyone is going through, how are we going to make sure that we're making it interactive for the generations that have yet to come through the workforce? So this is a great opportunity for professionals to become innovative and really put to work the information that's been out there and has yet to even be gathered. And how are we going to make our company stand out compared to the competition? It's going to be ultimately HR and all the data we're able to compile. So it's just another way for us to grow stronger and really stick out and be apart from the competition. So thank you so much, and wish you all the best in the future.